No minutes. No.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7 TV. It's time for This Week in Real Estate with Mr. Bob Zadora. It's been a while.
It has been.
3
No,
Fridays?
two.
No, it's been 3 Fridays.
No.
Work with me here, Bob.
Okay.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. It has been.
Yeah.
Because I didn't do nothing for the radio last week even. I just went in and I told Kim, I said I didn't even bother. Because it was a short week and with the holiday and everything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was kind of hard to get.
Did you have a good Christmas?
Christmas was nice. New Year's was nice.
Did your other son come in?
No. He was, him and his girlfriend are still up there, and that's fine.
In the Chillville?
It's Chillville now. Yes, it is. It was a little cool a couple of days. But it rained for the hockey game on New Year's Eve, so it's not as cold. It's probably a little cooler now with that front coming through.
Yeah. Have any exciting things going on top of the ridge there?
Just,
Top of the bluff?
life is good. Life is good. We ended up the year real strong, and it was good to be able to do that, be able to help the clients, and get people done for them. They want to get stuff done in 24, and be able to start fresh in 25. And I think it made a big help for some people, and it was good. It worked out well for everybody. We were able to accommodate them all, and that's the mission. That's what we try to do as best we can, is accommodate people and get them to where they want to be at the time they want to be. We put some nice price changes in on some of the properties that we've had, and so we want to help get those moved along.
Right.
So the hotel in Cotter, we brought that down some. The church in Cotter, the great VRBO that's there, it's ready to go. It'd be, make a nice compound. People, there's a number of houses that are here that are used 20 days a year type things, where people come in, and it'd be great for something like that. And it's a great conversation thing if you own the church in Cotter, to be able to say, you know what I got. The great room is great, and bedrooms are all good. It's all been redone. Jason's done a great job with all of those.
You and I have talked about several times about the election and people coming and looking and going, well, I think I'll just wait till after the election. I think I'll just wait till after the first year. And I've had that same conversation with some other friends of mine that are in the real estate business and the banking business. So I called down, wished Happy New Year to my banker buddy down in Little Rock, and I said, all those people that told you they'd get back to you after the first year, he said, I'm so busy right now.
Yeah. Just like Bob, I think when we got through November 5th, and there was just like an explosion. It was like the next day was Christmas. All of a sudden,
sigh of relief.
Everything, all of a sudden, all the Christmas trees went up. It was like Thanksgiving was like a speed bump. All the Christmas stuff went up. People were looking for some way to celebrate, and that was the easiest way to do it. Linda had the house, inside of the house all done, and you saw it everywhere. And I think that was just kind of a spark to get things moving and get us moving forward from where we've been. We've been kind of in the doldrums as we do with just a normal presidential cycle, and get through it. It's always better after you're through it, but I think this was, and especially here, it was an exceptional getting through it because of the result, and people wanted to celebrate. So I think that when we're seeing people that are calling, that are looking to go, that are saying, we're just tired of being here, wherever here may be, and they're looking for that change, and we're a great place for them to participate in that change.
And I think people are coming to the realization and understanding that if interest rates they're not going to come back to the twos.
No.
Just plain and simple. Not
oh my
gonna
God,
happen.
that's good. If that happens, there's something desperately wrong with the economy.
And I think they finally realized the correlation between interest rates and home pricing. So if interest rates come back, even if they come back to the upper threes, which I don't see, low fours, which may not happen, but if the 5 mark is the Mendoza line, if they see them come back to 5, that's going to change the market as far as homes go. The prices are going to start to creep back up.
Oh, sure.
and things are going to happen that way. So I think what they're seeing is it's time now. Let's do this.
Yeah, I think that we're seeing with the sixes that it's been 2 years that we've been doing this. That they were in the sevens and we got back down into the sixes, and to be in the sixes is to be. That's now the new normal, which is a term that I don't particularly like, but it's the reality of it. People are just getting used to it. People are realizing that it's going to be. That's what it's going to take. If you're going to buy a house, that's where you need to be. People. What it does slow down is people that are still have those 3% mortgages, have those 4% mortgages, and it's harder for them to break that contract to start again. And because if you were in a 3, and you would say a $500,000 house, and it was an article I had read the other day. If you're in a $500,000 house and you're in a 3% mortgage, your payment was like $2,200 a month. If you with a 6% mortgage, you would, if you went to a house that's like $250,000, your mortgage payment would be like $2,200, and a smaller house. So it's kind of hard to make that jump and say, yeah, okay, well, we'll take less house for more money and start all over again. But people, we're getting people that have got to go. You got people that have health issues, whatever it is. It's people moving, kids that get better jobs, and which we all hope for. Those are the kind of things that are keeping the market moving. Prices haven't really come down a lot. Prices are hanging pretty good in homes. We got 380 some houses on the market. That number is up high because some people still think it's 2021, and we should be getting that kind of money for homes. That's slowing things down a little bit. Homes that are priced right, that are ready to go, they're gone. I mean, they're literally within days they're gone. There's people still looking, but you've got more competition now, so it's becoming. You're starting to see that pendulum as it does. It goes back and forth, and you're starting to see that buyer's pendulum come back because there's 300 houses out there, and if you want to sell yours and move on to whatever it is you want to do, the only way you can do that is price. And that's really the biggest item, and that's what'll happen. So the prices will start to come down a little bit, and that'll get a little better with that 6% mortgage. It'll make it a little easier for people to buy houses. You could buy, if you were, when mortgages were 3-4%, you could get the higher price for the homes. At 6%, you can't. It's too expensive for people to do, for most people to do. And it's tougher, we're starting to see more first-time home buyers. There's homes that are coming on, but they're starting to realize that if we're going to get out of this rental that we're in, that we're putting all of our money into and not getting anything back except paying the landlord's mortgage, then the way to do that is to save a little money and get out of there, get out of the rental, get into a new home. And there's homes, but you're going to have to fix them up. I'm with the guy right now. We're going around looking at places, and some of the places that we're seeing, I mean, they're dated. Okay, fine. It's most of it's cosmetic. This home is structurally sound. You pick a room at a time, and you work your way through it. You build up the equity. We've been in some homes that have been redone. People that bought them, fixed them up, and now they want to sell them. And I told him, I says, you could do this. You could make that last house that we were in, you could make that house look like this house, and it'd be your profit. That's how you build your equity into the house. This house doesn't have a lot of space to go, the ones that have been redone. They're kind of pushing the top of the market, the neighborhood that they're in. They may be the most expensive home in that, not a real expensive home, but it's the most expensive home in that neighborhood. And you don't want to have the most expensive home. You want to shoot for that middle area, or you want to shoot low, fix the home up, get your friends together, have painting parties, have whatever it is you need to do to get the home fixed up, do a good job, don't cheap it up, because we were in a couple of those too as we've been going along. Not everybody's a general contractor, you know. They find that out generally when it's too late. But you can do that, and you can fix the place up and build that equity for you, and then you move on to the next one. And historically, that's the way the housing market has worked. You know, that's the ebb and the flow of things. The rates, if I wouldn't hold my breath waiting for rates to get down low sixes, high fives. I mean, that'd be great. But like you say, that's just going to push the prices of houses are going to get pushed up. And again, it's all supply and demand. But with 380 some houses on the market, there's enough of an inventory out there that you can go. Houses are still coming up, you know, they're not making it out of the office. You know, you see that as they go to closing. You know, I never saw that house come up. That's because somebody got the listing and they said, hey, I've got a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, Southern Meadows, you know, it's got a new roof, and they replaced the heat and air 3 years ago. Oh, well, I got a guy. Mm-hmm. You know, I got people that are looking for that, you know, and so you'll get into multiple showings pretty quick. Other ones you can tell. I mean, you can go into the house and there's 3 cards on the counter, you know, whereas before there would have been 5, 6, 7, 8, you know, because the price of the house. The people look at it and they go, nah, that's not what we want to get into.
Negotiation come back?
Negotiations, yeah, more so now than, you know, than they have been for a little while. So that's really the value of having somebody who's been doing this for a while. You know, it's when we have to tell the other agent what to do to get things done. That's not a good sign for you as a client being represented. And I talk about local banks all the time, and I mean that's still a big pitch for me. Local realtors. You really don't need a realtor from Batesville to list your house, because one, nobody knows it's listed. You're not getting that service. If somebody calls, you know, one of our listings and there's an issue with something, I'm there. If they're in another, somebody's agents never even see the house. They do it all online. That's inconceivable to me that you would trust the biggest investment of your life to somebody who you may not even know. It's a name on a computer screen. Mm-hmm. And we run into that. And trying to get a hold of them, the information's wrong, the phone number's wrong, it's got the wrong age, and please, do yourself a big favor. There's 238 or whatever it is realtors in this town. If you don't call us, I'll be a little hurt, but I won't die. Use a local realtor. Use somebody that when I call them to make an appointment to see your house, they answer the phone. Whether, I don't care if it's Saturday, Sunday, Christmas Day. I was making appointments New Year's Day because I got a guy who's got to get something. You know, but you need people that are going to respond. You know, you need to call your realtor and see how long it takes them to answer the phone. See if they go to voicemail. See if they go, and if it does go to voicemail, how long does it take them to call you back? That's your business. That's our business, is your business. And that's Bob will get off the soapbox.
Time to look at your numbers.
Yes, I'm sorry, but it's very frustrating on this, and it's frustrating to the clients. This Week in Real Estate.
Hold on a minute.
Yes, sir.
Buying a house is not the same thing as buying a car through Carvana.
Very good. Exactly.
Selling a house isn't the same thing either.
No.
So you need to deal with local folks.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah. And the same thing with, you know, if you're on Zillow and Truly and things like that, and they give you a Zestimate and they give you a number of how much your house is worth, that number is absolutely useless. And the president of the company had his house done, and it was wrong.
Yeah.
So you think they might want to get his right. This Week in Real Estate, there were 38 new listings came on the market. We figured that with the calendar changing. 3 commercial properties, 7 parcels of land, 28 homes came on the market. They range in price from $1.2 million to $69,000. There were 30 sales. in the past week. So that was pretty, like I say, people trying to get things done before the end of the year. 5 commercial properties, 7 parcels of land, 18 homes sold. They ranged in price from $899,000 to $116,000. The average sale price this week was $311,000, with 111 days on market. Total of $5.6 million in residential real estate closed this past week. 35 properties expired. Again, that's a calendar thing. And there were 22 price changes. Currently, there's 382 homes on the MLS. Those are homes you can walk in and buy. Year to date, for 2024, January 1st to December 31st, there was 1,138 homes sold. The average sale price this year was $243,000 with 91 days on market. For 2023, there had been 1,078 homes that sold with an average sale price of $227,000 with 85 days on market. For 2022, there was 1,178 homes sold. Average sale price was $222,000. 2021, there was 1,345 homes sold. Average days on market was 89 days with 202,000 for an average price. In 20, there was 1,281 homes that sold with an average sale price of 173. And in 2019, the year before COVID, there was 1,146 homes sold. The average sale price, it was 132 days on market, but the average sale price then was 149. So we've gone from 149 just before COVID to 243. It's a big jump.
Yep. How'd they get you?
Call Linda. That's how you get me. Call Linda. She's at 870-405-0793. The website's retiredarkansas.net. I thank the gentleman who watches and who sent Linda a note talking about how the cameras make a difference in his life and how happy he is that we do that. And we thank you for looking.
It's been This Week in Real Estate with Mr. Bob Zadora. 870-405-0793 is his number. Retiredarkansas.net is the website. We'll be back with Friday Sports in just a moment.